beautiful beaders, it's Gina from orchidandopal.com, and let's kick off our May bead boxes, shall we? I have the curated bead box in front of me. You can see we have a beautiful theme that we can expect called Sea and Sky. Lots of really pretty blues, gray, white, some of those types of things. And you can see on their label on the box, they have a list of everything that's included, as well as the SKU numbers. You can plug these into dollarbead.com and pick out more of these same items if you'd like. They also have a lot of other things. This is just kind of a sampler of what you can find on their site. And each month the theme changes. The cost is $20 a month, shipped to your door if you're in the US, and they have a very generous first time box coupon code, which is OOJ. 35%, and I will leave that as well as the link down below the video if you're interested in trying them out. That would make your first box only $13, which is pretty cool. Here's the rest of the label. As you can see, it says bead sizes and types may vary due to availability. There is their website where you can pick out more of the items. That's like their sister site. By the way, you don't have to be a subscriber in order to shop there. You can do that at any time. And then also we see that this box is going to contain a finding starter kit, which is another reason I really suggest this for a beginning beader, somebody who doesn't have a lot built up, and I think it makes a great gift. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and open our box and see exactly what's inside. Oh wow, look at all these gorgeous shades of blue. I just want to dive right into this. Love these colors. All right, I'm gonna get organized right beside me, and then we'll take a closer look at everything one at a time. All right, here's the first strand we're gonna take a look at today. This one is called 10mm dark blue Crackle glass bead. It's an 8-inch string. You still get a lot of beads on the 8-inch string. And by the way, we're going from largest beads to smallest. So these are some of the more chunky ones inside. That Crackle is so neat. It makes these look like they're sparkling inside. They're very smooth and glossy. And while this isn't your most high-end subscription, the beads do come in good shape, and I do appreciate that what you're getting are glass beads. These are not acrylic or plastic. There's just a closer look at the quality. And we will check out our next strand, also 10mm beads, another gorgeous shade of blue. These are called 10mm round deep cerulean glass pearl beads, another 8-inch string here. Look at that deep aquatic blue, slightly different from the cobalt shade we just saw, but would of course go really well with it. Nice satiny finish. Here is a close-up look at these beads. You can see they're definitely in decent shape, and you will find a lot of these types of styles on dollarbead.com. So lots of strands of round glass beads to choose from in all different colors. And if you're interested in getting a rotating variety like this, the curated bead box will definitely do that for you because each month the theme is different. Here is our next strand, which is the 8mm turquoise gray marble style glass beads. It's a 16-inch string. These look like little planets, have that watercolor effect of the aqua and the deeper blue, and the contrast of the splotches of tan on these beads. Again, just some basic glass rounds, but a bit more interesting due to the variations of color and pattern going on. Next up is this one. It says it's a 8mm milky white faceted glass semi-opaque bead strand that's 13 inches long. Certainly would go with almost anything, being that it is that milky white. Some of the beads are a little bit more clear and some of them are a little bit more opaque. As you can see, they've got a little bit of faceting. The edges are well smoothed out. And the beads are in good shape. Once again, you can see the holes are drilled pretty smoothly, and the strand seems to be very consistent. And here's our next strand. We tend to get something with some gold or silver leaf on it. And so this time we got some with the gold leaf style. These are 6mm blue gold leaf glass beads. It's a 16-inch string. So once again, a nice long strand. Look at that vibrant blue and the brush strokes of the metallic gold that pop up on the beads in various places. So pretty when it falls on top of that blue also. and you get that contrast of the opaque white background. Certainly another appropriate addition to our box, and as you'll see when we get into the findings are gold this month, so they will definitely coordinate with the gold that we have going on in these beads. Here is our next strand in a color that I find that I'm always drawn to. This is the 6mm light turquoise round Crackle glass bead strand, another 16-incher, and you can see that crackle effect inside the glass, making these look a little bit sparkly, maybe a little bit of a galaxy type of effect going on. Just a little bit more interesting than a flat translucent color. And I always appreciate that Curated Bead Box does switch up the different types of strands that they send, the textures, the coatings. It's a good way to sample out what they have and also put some different things together straight from the box. Our next strand is this one. It is the Sky Blue Faceted Glass Beads 13-inch strand, another gorgeous shade. This is like that light sapphire blue. You can see the faceting on each of these round beads. Very consistent, lots of beads to play with here, and another beautiful shade of blue that's different from all the other ones that we've received, but yet will blend nicely, and they add their own unique shape and sparkle to these other strands. Next up, I believe this is the one they're calling the Petrol Blue Jade Style Glass Bead. These Jade Style beads are very nice. They actually do have the tendency to look like a strand of actual jade beads. This is a beautiful shade of almost a deep teal blue, more of an opaque glass. And they are round with just the slightest bit of an organic shape, which makes them look a little bit more stone-like as well. Next are the 6mm Silver Shine Abstract Glass Beads. It's a 10.5-inch string, a little bit shorter. These have a translucent turquoise or deep aqua blue background, and then you can see the stripes of metallic silver that are shining off of all sides, going around these beads. Another very fun and shiny strand to play with. And then look at this vibrant strand. Oh my goodness. This is 6mm lapis style glass beads, a 10.5-inch string, and that blue is popping off my hand. It might be hard to tell, but inside these beads, there's just a little bit of texture, which gives them a little bit of slight variation. That's why they're called lapis style, because they're trying to imitate stone. Again, just a little bit, which it's obvious to look at this up close and tell that it's not stone, but from further away, you do have that subtle variation in the tones and texture, which is really cool. And then for the last strand we're going to look at today, this is a 16-inch string of Midnight Blue Team and School glass beads. So these are our smaller 4mm rounds. I know for a fact they have these pretty much every color you can imagine. These are decent quality. You can see as you get closer to the holes, the color fades more into the white background of the glass. And this is more of a dusky kind of Montana blue color, but also adds its own richness to some of the other colors that we've seen already so far in the box. All right, so isn't this a gorgeous bead mat this month full of these shades of blue? And just like each month, we do have some extra items to go through as well as the Finding Starter Kit. So we have some bags over here. The first one is this one, which contains quite a few seed beads. It says there's 1 ounce. These are 11.0 turquoise inside color glass seed beads. These are actually really pretty. Let me take these out so we can get a closer look. All right, so here's a closer look at these seed beads. They are gorgeous with that turquoise inside the clear. They're a little bit more irregular. They're not the precision cut higher end seed beads, but like I said, that's just not what you expect from the subscription, and that's totally fine. I'm just here to point that out to you to show you the difference. There's absolutely nothing wrong with them. It's just that if you are doing more precision bead work, you are looking for beads that are a cookie cutter shape that are extremely consistent. These are not too bad though. It's just that they are going to be a little bit more regular. Perfect for stringing projects. You can still bead weave with these, do all sorts of different things. And by the way, that's not even the whole lot of what was sent, so you do get quite a few. And I think it's a great addition to this box and everything that we've seen so far. Our next bag contains a generous quantity of these 6mm royal blue druzy style electroplated beads. It says there's approximately 74. And again, here is a closer look at these. You can see the electroplating, how it kind of goes into that little bit of a rainbow as you get closer to the holes. That blue is just electric, so pretty. Another great addition to the sea and sky theme for sure. I've worked with these before. They have more of a matte finish, and then every once in a while you may see some that have a little bit more sparkle to them, which is why they call them druzy style. Next, we have some charms to go with our theme. So this bag contains 4 16 by 12 millimeter silver metal fish charms. Those are really cute. They have the little loop on the top near the mouth. Lots of detail with the scales and the fins, and they are the same on both sides. I like when they're double-sided. You don't have to worry about them flipping around on you. I don't know. I see lots of potential memory wire bracelets, stretch bracelets, all sorts of different things, especially for you newer beaders. What a nice collection to get you started off. And then here is our next bag, which contains 3 charms. These are 28 by 22 millimeter gold metal dolphins. These are pretty lightweight. They're not double-sided. The good news is they wouldn't weigh down your project or your piece. They also have a lot of different openings in here, so you could get pretty creative with what you do with these, or you could just use them as is with the unique detail and the open cutouts that they have. And here is a look at the back. And the hole right up there at the top near the dolphin's head. I'm gonna place them right there. Looks like they're jumping out of the water. There we go. All right, and then we're gonna get into our finding starter kit, which they send every single month with the subscription. That gives you a nice assortment of things to get you going with some jewelry making right off the bat. So like I mentioned before, everything this month is color coordinated in the gold tone, which is a good feature, especially if you don't have a lot already. You don't have to worry about coordinating all different sorts of things. So you get some stringing material in the form of some beading wire. You get several coils of memory wire to make you some bracelets. You could definitely make a couple of bracelets with this. You get some stretch fiber or stretch cord. And then some other assorted findings, such as things to make earrings. You have some fishhook ear wires, a baggie of head pins, some gold-toned jump rings, some lobster clasps, and some crimp beads. So that is everything for the May 2020 Sea and Sky themed curated bead box. Definitely a solid box, especially if you're trying it out for the $13, getting it shipped to your door. And what an awesome gift this would make, especially at this time if you know anybody who's wanting to get into beading. And a lot of us are staying at home right now and avoiding the stores, shopping online, that sort of thing. What a nice surprise this would be for you or for somebody that you know. So as I mentioned, the coupon code is OOJ, 35%. I will leave that right below the video, as well as the link to their site in order to obtain your subscription. If this theme isn't right for you, they do change every single month. They're always something different. And this is definitely the gist of what you'd expect. So if you're getting this box, you're not expecting higher end beads. You're not expecting Japanese seed beads. You're not expecting Swarovski, pearls, check glass, but these things are definitely in decent shape. Lots of great things to work with. You get an instant collection around a curated theme with even the findings and stringing material you need to start making some projects right away. So that's why I keep recommending this box. It definitely fills a void, in my opinion, in the bead subscription box world for a lot of people, especially if you don't want to get a lot of strange shapes you don't know what to do with, or if you're not into bead weaving like I am. You get a lot of basic rounds and all sorts of different colors. So that is the up close look at this box this month. I hope it was helpful for you. That's why I keep sharing these, so you can get a better idea of if this type of box is right for you and your beading style and your budget. I also have a playlist where I've shared many of these curated bead boxes over the past months. So if you're on the fence, definitely check that out to get a better feel for the subscription overall and the types of things that you can expect. I want to thank you guys, as usual, for being with me for this unboxing. It's always much more fun to have you. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let us know what you think of this month's theme or the curated bead box or anything else you'd like to say. I hope you are staying safe and healthy and creative. Be sure to stay tuned for a lot more to come, especially with more unboxings and tutorials on the way this week. I hope you guys have a fabulous rest of your day, and as always, happy beading. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. For more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of my latest videos. You can check out the information section below this video for links to all my social media handles, recommended products, and my shop and blog at orchidandopal.com. Thanks for watching.